What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the channel, watching the video today. We are doing a coffee cake. Love coffee cakes, you know, cinnamon desserts like that, sweet rolls, anything like that. Yum. Sock it to me cake. Ah, so good. Well, this is a coffee cake. And so where do coffee cakes come from? Now, it's called a coffee cake, but ironically, most coffee cakes, nearly all coffee cakes, don't have coffee in it. It's meant to be eaten with coffee. They think it probably came from Dresden, Germany, as just a sweet. When coffee was introduced into Europe in the 1600s, the Bavarians started eating sweets with it, sweet pastries, and they think this is kind of came through that channel. And it, of course, came to America. We claimed it and became favorite with coffee cakes. In the 50s, you started seeing the hole in the middle of a coffee cake with the onset of the bundt pan. But this is more of a traditional. It's done in a 9x9 pan. It's a great recipe, and you probably have everything you need in your pantry. There are mixes out there. They're good. They're not as good as this. So if you try it, please put your comments down below. You could certainly change it, put some nuts in there. Winston is sitting on my foot. You want to see Winston? There he is. Look how big he's getting. He's such a big boy. We're potty training him, crate training him. That's why he has a diaper on. No, that's not yours. So anyway, guys, this is my recipe for coffee cake. Hope you guys like it. Don't forget to subscribe. You never know how much that helps us with the subscriptions and also the likes too. It helps with the algorithm and all of that madness. But while you're here on this page, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Here comes the recipe for coffee cake, guys, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, guys, the first thing we're going to do is sift our dry ingredients. We do want to do that because we're going to incorporate that with the wet. So we're going to have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder. One, 2, and a pinch of salt. Where is my salt? Just a pinch of salt. Now, a pinch of salt is literally a pinch of salt. Okay. We're going to sift this together. Remember, we sift it for several reasons. One's to mix it together to get rid of clumps, but it's also to aerate the flour. Used to not be a real big proponent of sifting. I didn't see the point, but it does actually make sense. So anyway, we're going to sift that and put that to the side. Next thing, in our mixer, we're going to incorporate 1 stick of softened butter, which I forgot to lay out, so I zapped it for a little bit. So it's not evenly soft. I always forget to lay butter out. And to that, we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of sugar. White sugar. 1, that's a 1/2 cup. And about another half of a cup. So that would be a 1/4 of a cup. You do want to keep an eye on it and scrape down the sides. All right. We're going to let that beat until it's fluffy. And it's going to change consistency. We've talked about this in the past, what this is actually doing and why we do it. See, it's different. That's kind of where it started. That's kind of where we're at. Next thing I'm going to do is add my egg. I always want to add the egg before the milk. I don't know if there's logic to this. I think it incorporates better. The fat in the egg yolk emulsifies quicker than just putting straight milk in there. I may just be delusional, but that's kind of the way I look at it. Incorporate that in. Now we're going to add into this 1 teaspoon of vanilla-ish. So we're going to scrape down the sides again. Now this is the point we're going to mix in our dry ingredients and our wet ingredient, or milk. All right, so we're going to put in. The oven is heated to 350. Put in 2 scoops of the flour mixture. Let that incorporate. And then after a glop of the milk, add in what did I put in? About a 1/4 of a cup of milk. A couple more spoons of the dry. Another chunk of the milk. Now we're just going to go with the rest of the dry and the rest of the milk. So that's our cake part. We're going to stop. I see glops on the sides, so we're going to get that. And they do have a lot of kits out there where you can make your own coffee cake at home, and I've tried them. The crumb, or how it's pronounced, that's pretty good. I did try the Martha White. I wasn't a fan of that. It tasted like bubble gum. I got a distinct bubble gum flavor. The crumb or crustab or what it is, that's good. Everything I've had from them is good. So there we go. There's our cake. We're done with that. We don't want to overbeat this. We don't want to build up the gluten in the flour, so we are going to call it done. Scrape all of this goodness off. There we go. Set that to the side. We're going to get our streusel ready. Okay, before we do the streusel, we're going to do our filling. This has a filling that goes in between the batter, and then on top of that, another bit of batter, and then the topping. This is going to be the filling. To this, we are going to add 3 tablespoons of softened butter. Okay. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. You know, I love my cinnamon. 1 tablespoon or more of cinnamon. We're going to put a 1/2 cup, that's loud, of flour into the filling. 1/2 cup of flour. And a 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. Again, I'm using dark like I always do. So when it means packed, it means packed. You just push it in like that. Okay, I'm going to use a fork for this. See that little? Brown sugar will do that. It'll have chunks of molasses. I just thought that out. It's nothing gross. Okay, there's my butter. We're going to cut that in. You could definitely use a hand mixer and just do this, but I don't feel like getting it out. So you guys, Winston, I call him Winnie. Winston is doing really good. He has doubled in his little puppy weight. He went to the vet and he got his last batch of shots. And we're crate training him right now, and he's doing good. He's doing good for a puppy. Papa's nerves sometimes get over the puppy thing. It's a lot of work to raise a puppy, but it's worth it. He is such a sweet boy. And Buddy absolutely loves him to death. Okay. So the topping is going to be similar, but not quite. So there's our filling. Set that to the side. For the topping, we're going to add 5 tablespoons of softened butter. Get out there. We're going to add another half a cup of packed brown sugar. Three-fourths of a cup of flour this time. And another tablespoon of cinnamon. Okay. Excuse me. Same thing. I gotta keep them separate. Remember, filling, topping. Dive in with our clean hands, our impeccably clean hands, as Martha Stewart would say. And we're just making a crumble. You could probably put some oatmeal in this if you want more crunch to it. But I like it the way it is. Chunk of butter right there. I have to go to the doctor tomorrow. My carpal tunnel syndrome is killing me lately. I don't know what's going on with that. Y'all, it's hell getting old. It really is. Every day it's something else. All right. So I'm gonna put my filling dip first, and topping's gonna go in the back. All right, so I have a 9x9 pan, and we're gonna line that with parchment. Okay, here's a little snippet, a little tidbit for you. If you have parchment paper that's wanting to stand up, and you know you gotta like pour stuff into the pan, use these clips just right on here. Before you put them in, take them out. Put them in the oven, take them out. So we're gonna put in half. We are gonna give that a shot of spray then. So we're gonna put half of our batter in, and we're going to spread that. Probably use this fork. Use a spoon for that. That spatula is too big. So what we're going to do is make a thin layer of cake in the bottom. Actually, I'm going to put a little more in one spot. Right there. Okay. So now this is our filling. So we're going to sprinkle this over the top of this layer. Okay. We're going to take the rest of our cake batter and drop it in little spots because it's hard to spread over the filling. So we're going to work it and spread this out. I'm telling you, this is hard to do, but it's worth it. I mean, you pick up the filling. It's high. You're basically putting a topping on it that's exactly the same, so it's not that big of a deal. You could put that in a bag and pipe it. It would actually save a lot of headache. Anyway, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Next, our topping. We're going to sprinkle that over the top of that. Now, we're going to lightly press this into that dough batter. Just like that. All right, kids. This is going to go in a 350-degree oven for 45 to 50 minutes. You know my oven, it's going to probably be closer to 45. So that's what we're going to tell our friend that starts with an A to set the timer. Alexa, set a timer for 45 minutes.
45 minutes, starting now.
All right, guys, the coffee cake has cooled. We are going to get a piece real quick. So we can look at it. The top's gotten really nice and firm, really crunchy. I'm not getting a big piece. Yeah, look at the flake on that. All right, taste time. Cinnamon magic. Okay. That's a good coffee cake. That crunchy topping right there. It's so easy to make. And so much better than the mixes. It's really worth putting the extra effort. Get up an hour early, throw this thing together, throw your butter out the night before so it'll be room temperature. You'll be ready to go. It's really good, guys. Give it a try. If you do try it, tell me what you think. If you have a favorite coffee cake recipe, I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you put that down below. Also, while you're down there, hit subscribe because we need subscribers. We're doing good, guys. We love having y'all watch our videos, and we love the comments. So make sure you put comments down below. If you have a coffee cake you like, or any kind of cake, or anything in general, I'd love to hear from you. Send me recipes. Love to give them a try, put them on the air, and see how it goes for me. This is my coffee cake. I enjoy it. You guys, I hope you will too. Don't forget, while you're right now, go down below, hit that subscribe button. You never know how much that helps us. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and we will see you guys next week. Thanks for your comments. Keep them coming. You guys have a good week, but most of all, be safe.